Okay, we're out of the shop and we've got all of our siding project up on our table, which we're about ready to stain and seal. So as you can see here, we've cut a lap on either side of this. So as these join up here, you get perfect flush lap siding. Everything we did on this project was planed with some slight saw cut marks in them. And you'll see that when we stain, it'll be a little bit darker. And Jay's just setting up the different sizes that we have. These big pieces here are the trim boards for going around a couple of garage doors. Also today we're going to do a test spray on our siding, our lap siding that we made. This is Poplar Siding. It's all been dried in the kiln, and we're using Woodrich Brand again. And this is actually the clear signature, and we made a custom color with 30% signature brown. So we used the clear advantage. We just hand mix our 30% into it. We actually have a pretty big project going on with this 30% brown that we kind of keep it around. One thing to do is when you do mix these, before you completely spray out or use your product and you know you're going to need more, stop early, mix your batch, and then batch the 2 units together. This way the stain will be a little bit more consistent. But on this fresh wood, you'll see, matches perfectly. So I'm going to give you a little spray demonstration here shortly, show you how quick we can get through this siding, get it stacked and stored. Okay, I'm going to spray this slab siding that we did, and this is actually not plain, so it's rough sawn. It's going to take the stain a little darker than if you do it on a planed piece of wood. Now you got to remember from the last thing, this is a 30% signature brown and clear. Now the rough sawn has a little bit more area to it. And this is poplar. So even each individual wood, it's going to soak in more. It's going to not oak, it doesn't go as deep as it will with this softwood. We like the poplar because the bugs don't bother them here in Tennessee for siding. So you can kind of see how some of the dark spots are getting picked up. And I just make sure that there's enough material to go on here and let it soak in here. This stuff will not run. Now look on a piece of plain how much lighter the actual color is. Comes out a little bit more golden with that hint of brown. Now we've done the decks in the solid signature brown, so all of the oak timber framing that's on this house is done in the signature brown, and then we sided the house in a 30% signature to 70% clear advantage. And this is just the pickup material that we needed to finish up. So you see how easy it applies. I do not worry about this. I'll come back here in 5 minutes, show you there'll be nothing there. It'll either get soaked in, it just does not leave a run. right there as well. Certain products, that would be a problem. This, none. You can see certain areas are soaking in more. Now this is all going to get cut off because it's actually trim material going around the garage. So I'm going to get all this sprayed. We'll show you what it looks like before we stack it. By me stacking all my boards together, I'm absolutely losing no product. Everything that we're spraying is going into a piece of wood. Now we know we've got to cut these and then stain the edges again, so we're really just trying to get a coat on. And you can see, like right here, how the different stain takes where the saw blades are. Especially this one, a lot of saw blades. You can see Jay over there already stacking the siding. No issues. Believe it or not, in 2 days here, we're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow. So we're happy to see the sun and be able to get this little spray project done and stored so we can install. Now again, we're using the Woodrich Brand product, and we've custom made our own color. And you can do the same. There's a multitude of things that you can do with it. And we will show you how it looks finished on the building. Okay, as you see, we've got everything sprayed. We've actually let it set here. It's probably been a half an hour since we've done any spraying at all. We're going to take a rag. We're going to wipe everything down. And then we're actually going to let it dry. And then we're going to stack it and store it until we're ready to install it. Now you can look at this product here of how deep in some of it here, how much it penetrated. And it's not just, hey, overspray. I didn't spray anything on the ends, so you can kind of see everywhere how deep this might go. It's almost halfway through on some of the places. Jay's giving the last little quick wipe down. It'll take away any, even if we had sawdust on there, would be no issue. But you can kind of see how dry. Okay, well, there we go. We got everything wiped down. We're about ready to store it. We're going to actually lap it face to face, back to back. And we're able to store it in our garage until we're ready to actually hang it. Looks good. So there you go, 2 days, 750 square feet of siding.